Yeah, shout out to the moment of chop. We all line alive with the couplets, or y'all doing this. The sea devil, the rhyme storming.
From Brooklyn, New York, Dawn Marie in the house. Crew deep, no doubt. Gangsters, queens, and hustlers, we hold it down. Brooklyn born, Brooklyn bound.
Capone, Red Dragon, Janelle, Holden, Sway, Lindsay, Melissa, Teresa, Light the Way, Black Rose, Gianna, Melanie, Lab 15. Keeping it real, Anastasia, Mandy Bell, skills revealed. Pepper runs the show, no time for the weak. Zero Jules in Texas, girl, they speak. Monkey Mama, Tinker, Sunny Side, Rel, drop facts. It's the Brooklyn Crow.
We from Brooklyn, where dreams are made of steel. Tough love, loyalty, that's how we feel. From the streets to the heights we climb. Dawn Marie's crew, one step at a time. Diane, Kitty Cool, Lexi Beamer too. Darren and LaDonna, the whole damn crew. Duty, Ron and Ed, keep it safe, no room for fear. Joey Brooklyn guards the line, that's crystal clear. I ain't no cop, I'm just a kid from the block. Here to hang out, keeping the clock. Order in the court, that's our plea. Stay safe, wash your face, trust in me. Be kind, help your neighbors, show some love. Dawn Marie's crew sent from above. Brooklyn, stand up, let the world know we here to stay. Brooklyn, we from Brooklyn, where dreams are made of steel. Tough love, loyalty, that's how we feel. From the streets to the heights we climb. Dawn Marie's crew, one step at a time. Diane, Kitty Cool, Lexi Beamer too. Darren and LaDonna, the whole damn crew. Duty, Ron and Ed, keep it safe, no room for fear. Joey Brooklyn guards the line, that's crystal clear.
Good evening, everybody. It is Monday, May 19th at 6:23 p.m. here on the East Coast. And tonight we have a little bit of a special, different kind of live for you guys. And I figured we would go live and talk about it, right? Because that's just what we do over here. I told you what we're going to do is we're going to call it out. And what you're not going to do, homie, is lie on us, because that's just not what we are going to let you do. So, what's up, everybody? Let me say hi to everybody coming in. What's up, Lab, Sunnyside, Kitty Q? Good to see you. Darlene, hope you're feeling good. What's up, Nicole? Zero Jules. What's up, Lexi and Beamer? Hey, Eileen. What up, Capone? Sunnyside. Everybody coming in. Have a seat. Get comfortable. Hang out with us, because that's what we do over here in Brooklyn, in New York. We hang out, we kick it, and we talk about all the things. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk. So, Texas girl, you be careful out in that weather. What did she say? I'm here watching the weather and tornado warnings. Well, listen, you just be careful, man. So, yeah. Well, I was trying to send the StreamYard link out and upload the video and do all the things, because when you work and have a life and do everything, it's hard to run these things too. So, I wanted a couple of people to come up on the panel, but it's fine. I'm going to call somebody in a little bit. I'm going to just telephone love them right on in, and they have no problem with talking to me live here. And we're just going to talk about it. What's up, Eddie T? Good to see you. So let's see, where are we going to start? So we'll just dive right in, and we're going to just talk about some of the things that, homie, you're not going to do. And what we don't do is, so what we don't do over here in this community, wherever you're from, is we don't pick apart anybody's disabilities and or any of the things. Okay. And so, somebody messaged me yesterday and they sent me a bunch of clips and things and some things I seen myself. And I was like, yeah, no, let's rewind back for a second and put this into neutral here, because that's not what you're going to do. I'm not about it. There's some people here that have family members, things, issues, whatever the case may be. A specific person wanted to make a post not that long ago, maybe 72 hours ago. And So she said that, you guys should have empathy, or lack of, I should say. She doesn't have any empathy. But she put a community post out that everybody should go to this link and look at this little boy. And it was horrifying. Okay. It was a little boy who, and a lot of you have seen this video years and years ago, of a little boy who wanted to commit suicide and harm himself. And the mother was frustrated and she was crying on the camera. And so she was going through the motions, and the little kid was sitting in the back seat, hysterical crying. And you could just tell he did not want to be in this video at all. He was frustrated. He was being bullied and all of the things. And so video goes out. I was like, okay, cool. I get it, because I am somebody that's against anti-bullying 1,000%. So, but what you're not going to do is you're not going to put a video out like that and then within 12 or so hours later put out something where you're going to do a video dragging a man who a lot of us know within this community as being an alcoholic. All right, that's just what he is. Okay, we all know that he's not our favorite person. We don't hate him either. Okay, he is what he is, and it is what it is. But you know what, when somebody's down on their luck, or they are in a bad place, you don't get to sit there and drag them like you did. What you did was so gross. And I'm sorry, but you can't, within a 12-hour time span, put out an anti-bullying thing and then drag a girl. I don't care if he's 50. It just doesn't matter. When you see something, you got to keep it moving. And if you don't have something positive to say, keep it moving. Okay? Because I'm sorry, I had to call it out, and I was going to call it out yesterday. And then I said, you know what? We're going to wait, because I know I have a few people that felt some type of way, and they'll put it in the chat and I'll read it. But it was very upsetting because, I'm sure we all here in the chat have family members that either have passed away from an illness, or they're just going through some things. Maybe maybe they are an alcoholic, maybe they are going through something. But what you don't need is, you don't need somebody on the other side of the internet behind the keyboard bullying them through a fake name, and then admitting it and saying, well, I was trolling that person, so haha, we're going to come here and we're going to laugh about it. No, you don't get to do that. I'm sorry, I think it's disgusting, and there's really no place on here for it. So that's just what it is, and I feel very strongly about that. And I'm sorry, sorry, you guys. Let me read some of your comments here. Yeah, she trolled him. She sure did. And listen, he's somebody that loves to troll too. Don't get it twisted. He loves to play. He loves to go back and forth. But listen, I've been watching the dude for a few years now, and I was friendly with him. Listen, he dragged me for a year and a half ago. He dragged me for hanging out with you, and I wasn't even your friend anymore. But you want to know what? What you're not going to do is, you're not going to lie on us that's not friends with you anymore. Okay? I'm going to break it to you like this. Leave that man alone. Leave him alone. If he wants to sit and spew for 7 hours to himself, leave him alone. That's what I have to say to you. I think what you did yesterday was absolutely distasteful and gross. Okay, hold on. I have to stop my rant for a second, because it's very upsetting. And I know I put the trigger warnings in the chat before, because I said, you know what? Trigger warning, because this can and will affect a lot of people. And it's very upsetting to me, because like I said, we weren't friends with him. He dragged me. I don't say 2 words to nobody on here, but whatever. I was friendly with her at one time, right? So he, for an hour and a half, talked. But you know what? I know that he's not coming from a clear mind. So I said, you know what? Frig this. I'm out of here. It's all good. I don't hate the man. I really don't. I really don't. But what I'm not going to do is, I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to make fun of him. It's just not what we do. I mean, come on. You're like 55 years old. What are you doing? And you want people to take you seriously? Mm-mm. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was a finger snap when he saw it. I do it all the time. All right, hold on. Texas girl, stay safe, all right? Let's see. Oh yeah, we could try to do it via Discord. That's a good idea, Zero. I will definitely try to do that. Uh, yeah, exactly. Lab. She says, call us out, but block us is a coward bitch move. And it is. Okay. So, one thing she definitely does to us is she blocks and blocks us and unblocks us. Laura, you've been doing this for years with blocking and unblocking. You don't want us to have our say in anything. I've been saying things to you for a long time. You block me, you unblock me, you block me. Listen, just, I don't understand. You want us to say something, but then you don't. But then you say we're obsessed with you. We're far from obsessed with you. Can you tell us over here what we're jealous of you of? I'll wait. You want to tell everybody? I'll wait. I'm going to sit here until I'm 99,000 years old waiting for you to tell me what I'm jealous of you for. Texas girl, enjoy your dinner. Lexi says, oh, hell no. What up, Karen Solek? Good to see you. Nicole, 1 of 1. Good to see you. Didn't she get fired for lack of empathy? Yeah, Sunnyside, she sure did. What a crappy thing for to not have lack of empathy. I mean, you're in the true crime genre of things over here and you don't have any empathy. And Sinner, I'll address you too in a second. And I still think you're a nice dude. I really do. And the only reason why I went in your live the other day to say something to you was because I was told by a couple of my friends. It's nobody that just they said to me, "Hey, we really like Sinner, but he um he sided with the CPS caller." And so I thought to myself, "No, I don't think he would do that." And listen, I understand, Sinner, that you have this hate for the Queen Bee lady. I don't know a lot about her. I don't mess with her. I barely watch her lives. They're 8 and 10 hours, right? But I want people to go wherever they want to go. You should feel free to go wherever you want to go. Chat, listen, you have 24 hours in a day. Use them wisely. If you get 2 or 3 hours a day and you want to float around in places, go where you want to go. No one is here to police you, tell you where you can and can't go. Go over there and chat. Everybody should go over somewhere and chat. But Laura, if you're going to go and you're going to make it uncomfortable for people, other people are going to say something. Like Lab just said, don't block us. Don't say that we're not entitled to say how we feel, but yet you can. What makes you above everybody else? Girl, you're not above it. Not at all. Yeah, Lab, we have a voice and we will use it. Right? So I said, I'm going to go live. What did I say back in October, November? I'm going to go live. Don't make me go live. I never said anything on here. Never, ever, ever. I supported people. I did all of the things. And here I'm like, wait a second, we're going to be lied on because at one time we were Patreon members. So listen, don't get it twisted. We were Patreon members of this lady. And for those of you that don't know who she is, her name is Laura. She's got a channel here. She's been around for a long time. She called CPS on Makeup Mobster. And, you know, we told Makeup Mobster months ago when it happened that this was her issue and situation. And, you know, this was her thing. And so she didn't have to forget it forever. If she wanted to hold and harbor resentment towards this woman, then, you know, listen, you live your best life. If you want to live your days here, you know, being mad at this lady, then who am I to judge you? You go and do what you need to do. But the same goes for you, Laura. You're going to respond to her. You're just as bad. All right? It's what it is. Sorry. Like me, I'm going to say something to you. You don't put something up telling people anti-bullying like you're this big advocate. And then 12 hours later, you're dragging a dude who's an alcoholic. What? No. Stop it. Zero says, we have seen how she treated one of us who got out of the hospital because of depression. That's another story. Yeah, Zero, I know. I'm sorry. Sunnyside said, she trolled him and then went live to drag him. How sad and pathetic on a Saturday night. Really? That man has so much going on. Like, can't you just go, yeah, you know what? What a shame. And keep him moving. That's it. Leave him alone. He dropped her years ago and she's still bitter. Yeah, well, if you listen to her live, was it whatever? I listened to it this morning. So she went live Saturday night and she dragged him or whatever, and she acted like he broke up with her. No, you doxed him in a chat. That is the truth. Okay. That's the truth. You doxed him in a chat. He confronted you on Diane's channel. He confronted you and asked you, did you do this or did you not? And you said, no, I didn't do it. You did. We all seen the proof. I'm pretty sure Diane showed it. But I digress. Her words exactly. Zero Jules says, trigger a drunk. Trigger a drunk? Laura, you're disgusting. I'm sorry, but you should have to do community service for like Mothers Against Drunk Driving or something. The fact that you would even come on this platform and try and trigger someone, like, yep, Kitty Q, it's very hypocritical. Very. He leaves her alone, like, Capone says he leaves her alone now, like she wanted. Yeah, he totally. I don't think he mentions her at all. I mean, he sits over there. I clicked on him a couple of weeks ago. He's got me blocked. Listen, I'm sticking up for him, but I'm sticking up for the situation because just so you guys know, that's what I do. I stuck up for MM's kid. I'm sticking up for, Whiskey OG Wog. I'm sticking up for his situation because you know what? Nobody should be treated like, just leave the man alone. If he wants to sit obliviated, drinking, cursing, doing all of the things, just keep it moving. Why go over and do what you did in a troll account name, no less? You gave yourself away with whoever. Listen, I know all of the things. I know who you trolled with. How about that? And you did it over there. You did it. Okay. It's up to you whether or not you want to say it. Okay. I told you. What's up, FAFO Sanders? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Zero said she chats about people, then calls it bullying. If we respond, F out of here, you're not going to silence me. No, never. And there's a lot of people here that feel very strongly about being silenced as well. And so, I had something personal happen in my family not that long ago. And I said, you know what? After that, I'm not staying silent. I don't care. I have things to say and we're going to say them. And if we have to dissect them little by little, then that's what we'll do. And we'll speak the facts and we'll tell the truth and we'll get it out. And that's it. And we can do it all within an hour or two. And it's not a big deal. Purple Iris says she's mentally stunted. Yeah, she sure is. Lab says, stop triggering people who have problems all for a show to get yourself views. That makes you a bully and a piece of shit. Yeah. Well, to go over, like I said, to trigger that guy and to troll him under like it says a lot about who you are as a person. It's just not, that's fine. What's up, Miss Leah? Good to see you. Yeah, the most thin-skinned person, the most thin-skinned person on here. Yeah. Try to say that real fast. Darlene Wolf. Yeah, I know. I'm so far behind in the chat. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Sinner shocked me, to be honest. Sunnyside. Me too. I really like him. I really do. And I apologize for those of you guys that maybe don't know a lot of the stories and what's going on here. But, I still will say I think he's a nice guy. I really do. And I do think that he means well. And I may stand on my own in saying that. And that's fine. I don't think that he really knows the full story that Laura paints it to him. I really don't. I don't think I know she's not truthful. And so therefore she tells him what she wants him to believe, which I'm sure he's a busy guy and he's got a lot going on. And so for that, he may be believing or partaking in whatever it is that, listen, Sinner, I'm going to tell you like this. We were friends with her for a long time. She's got a different agenda. Okay. Just do yourself a favor it's okay to say thanks, but no thanks to somebody like her. And after what she did on, Friday and Saturday, it tells you a lot about a person. And so I'll leave you with that, because I think, my friend, I think you have some of your own things that you hold near and dear to your heart. And I don't know that you might not know about the WOG situation, but you should. And for that, what she did the other night was absolutely disgusting. And I just don't ever want to see that happen to somebody like you either, cuz I just tell you right now, it's not it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing to be like that. Lab says sinner will learn, I can guarantee that, but don't come crying about it when it happens. Well, and so I went in the live chat. He was having a live. And so I went in there because, like I said, I don't know if I started telling the story earlier, but I'm like so charged up because I'm so angry about this. I really am. And it bothers me because I do pride myself on making a safe place for people to be and hang out and to feel like they don't need to delete their accounts, and, they can have a place to come and hang out. And so I went into Sinners Live, and, I told him that a couple of people were just upset that, they were leaving because he was, I guess, falling to the side of her. And so for that, I just wanted him to know, like, I reassured him a couple of things that I was being told. And, listen, I'm not a bullshitter. I'm not a bullshit artist. I tell like it is, man. And so I just wanted you to know that at the end of the day, I do and did, I did and do have your best interest at heart. And I apologize if I said something that wasn't clear enough to you when I came in that live. But it wasn't any other way than to just give you a heads up. And then Saturday night she did what she did, and I said, there you go. That's all somebody like him needs to see her do. It was disgusting. So, like I said, he may not even know about it. So, Darlene, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just charged. Zero says I'm not disgruntled. I'm just a truth teller. Well, and that's just it. And so I'm gonna call somebody in here in a second on the live, and I'm gonna have her tell a story with us that I think will resonate with some people. And if not, like I said, trigger warning to the things, because I think you guys need to know some of the things that go on, whether it's behind the scenes. We bring it here to you because we feel as though you need to know, and you just need to listen, make better choices. At least you could say, well, all right, she told me, so it is what it is. You don't have to, they say don't watch, if you don't like somebody, don't watch them. It's fine. I don't take I don't take it personal. I just know that I feel like I'm a better person for saying what I need to say, and it's fine. I mean, I would feel really shitty if something happened to somebody and I didn't say something. How about that? Is it better to say it that way? Give me a second.
Hey.
Hey, can you hear me? All right. Can you guys hear her in the chat? Hang on one second. I'm going to just unplug my headphones.
Can you hear me okay?
All right. I can hear you good. I just want to make sure that everybody here. Yeah, Lab says she loves a story time. So that's what we're going to do. I am actually going to get a drink, and I'm going to put you down for a second, and I'm going to let you tell them a story. You can, yes, they said they can hear you. Start with the start with the screenshot story.
The ones we're going to show?
Well, I don't have them to show, and I can't give. This is so everybody, I apologize. This is Red Dragon. I had to call her in because StreamYards is not my friend. And so I can't drop her a link, and she can't come up on the panel. So I called her on the phone, and here she is. And so I have a couple of screenshots. You guys need to either take my word for it or don't. I can put it on my community post afterwards. I have 2 screenshots in our possession. Red Dragon is the owner of them.
I can read them.
You're gonna vet them. Okay, she's gonna tell you guys a story now. So here we go.
Okay. So we found I found these. These were in some chats. And, you know, Laura is always talking about how as sex patrons, we lie, we're liars, everything that we say is not the truth. So one of the things that she keeps saying is she's never looked up anyone from her candle business. And another one is she's never looked up a Patreon. Well, it just so happens that there is proof. One is a screenshot that says, and I'm going to read it to you, and then put it on her community post, and it says, so yes, I am nosy. Every time someone places an order bigger than $150 and they aren't a Patreon, I am nosy and check out their address. Oh my God, look at this house. Well, we blacked out the house. Their neighbor, and it's their house. So right there, it says, you know, that she has looked up. Anyone that places an order over $150, she looks up their house. Another one. So you know I'm fucking paranoid when I am now looking up any and all Patreons to see if their addresses match their names and if they have a digital imprint somewhere. LOL. Blank checks out 1200%. LOL. And she was talking about Mr. Positive.
He's
But she said his real name, his real first name.
yeah, he put that in that chat, right? She did, sorry.
Yes, it was put in Facebook chat.
So when it comes down to, like, you know, because Red, what does she say? Like, she runs this candle business via her YouTube channel, but she says that she doesn't, you know, like,
She says that she doesn't ever look anybody up.
yeah, I heard her myself on a live. She said, I don't do that.
Yes,
I don't look
Sarah,
them up.
she does.
Oh, here's the chat. So she says, wait, so she looked up Patreons too?
Yes.
Wow. And if I'm not mistaken, in one of those photos that I seen, was it or was it not a photo of the neighbor's house too? So
Yes.
really, nobody has any privacy with her when it comes to, you know, she says, I don't use their information for my personal things other than my business. Laura, you're a fucking liar.
So, Center, little advice. When she gives you that candle, I hope you're going to give that candle away, because if you give her an address, you better watch, buddy. Because she's looked us up. She's looked all her Patreons up. And by the way, when me and Dawn had to join her Patreon, we had to give her our driver's license.
Yep.
Do you know that, Center? So what do you think she's done with our information? I just wonder what she's done with it now. Do you know that me and Dawn have gotten spam calls? We have gotten spam emails nonstop from the time we have left.
Right. Exactly. And I think, Laura, I think you're disgusting. I think you're a piece of shit. I think that you take everybody's information on here and you utilize it the minute you don't like somebody. I absolutely 100% think you do that. And it's proven right here. I seen those screenshots again, and then on Saturday I heard what you said and I said, "Oh no, you're done. You've been needing to be put out like an 86-inch cigarette, like 86th Street Bridge." Like, she's been needing to, come on. This Sinner, I'm telling you right now, man, you don't have to like me. I really don't give a rat's ass, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a real New Yorker. She's not.
Zero, what excuse did she give? Because moles were coming into her Patreon. So she said that she needed proof that you were real people and not moles coming in to get information. That was the excuse she gave.
Damn.
It's always the same excuse. People are going at her. Poor Laura. Everyone's going at Laura. Everyone's bullying Laura. No, you're the bully, Laura. You are the bully.
Yeah, she is.
You are the bully.
Yeah, she is. And listen, I Listen, Laura, I will see your ass wherever I need to see you. I really don't care. You can take that as whatever you want. I'm telling you right now, you took my information, you took Red's information, you took look, Lab said here, I remember Patreons having to show their ID. That's right.
And Laura, let me tell you something, sweetheart. If you think you're going to drop our private DMs, if you think you're going to turn all of us ex-patrons against each other, here's a little bit of information. We all have talked to each other. We have told each other that we have talked shit on each other. Mm-hmm. So you go ahead, little Missy Pooh, and you think you're going to turn us against each other? You're not. You're not, Laura.
Yep.
And here's another thing. I ain't scared of you. I'm not scared of you one bit. Oh, and one more thing. Why do you think I'm jealous of you? You don't own a house. You don't have a job. You don't have a man. And I ain't jealous of the hoopty you drive either.
And I don't want the fungus under your nails, girl. I sat there yesterday for 10 minutes and I thought to myself, all right, rewind. What am I jealous of, Red?
Why are any of us jealous of you, Laura? What do you got? You have nothing. Your subs pay for your life. Your Patreons pay for everything. Your whole life, Laura. Oh, no, wait. Or maybe no, I ain't even going to say it. I ain't even going to go there because I ain't going to stick to your level.
It's all right. Well,
we ain't going to go there.
Capone says, I dodged a bullet, LOL. She wanted to give me free candles. I never wanted free candles. Yeah, you got lucky, Capone. And she still doxed the shit out of him.
Yeah, that's true. And Laura, I need that #1 fan channel.
Oh, God.
I don't think that much of you to even create nothing on you.
You don't even sound like that channel.
Just stop, girl. And you might want to check who I'm friends with. Because I'm not friends with Tyler.
No, none of us
I haven't been since last year.
None of us.
So you might want to check yourself on that too, girl.
She's got a lot of our addresses, Zero said. Yep, she sure does. Laura, you make one move and do one thing with somebody's address, and I'm just saying it's not a threat, but I'm going to tell you right now, you don't want to dance, because I'm going to tell you that's what you're not going to do, homie. That's what you're not going to do. Don't threaten people with their information. There are people on here, Red, that are so scared of her that I think it's disgusting. I think that she puts the fear in people, and there's nobody that really wants to go up against her. They really don't. They're afraid.
Calling people drunks. Calling Janelle a drunk. Calling Huck a drunk. What's wrong with you, Laura? Do you forget what you used to do back in the day? Really? You need to shut your mouth, Laura. Seriously.
Sunnyside said, "Sinner, don't
someone's going to sue you for defamation. I'm telling you. You better stop.
It's bad. It's bad." And I said, you know what? Let me be the one to call it out, because you know what? Red and we can handle it. I can handle this. She can handle this. She's got information, and we're both together in the fact that, Laura, you can't bully me, because at the end of the day, we see you. We see exactly what you're trying to do. Sinner, Sunnyside said right here, Sinner, don't let any of your subs give Laura their address. Please don't. Please don't. And nobody, please, just be careful is all I'm saying. Is I seen it with my own 2 eyes, in the fact that she looked up somebody's house, and a few houses actually, but this is actually one that I saw myself and was grossed out by it.
Ridiculous. You talk about people, coming on YouTube and calling out people. You do this every time you go live, Laura. You're vile, you're nasty, and you're disgusting.
Lab says, and quit with raising 3 kids, please. You're not the only single mother out there, and let's be real, you're not doing it completely on your own. Yeah, your 2 kids are away in college, and your one son is almost 17 or 18 years old, and he's, doing fine by himself. Last I knew, he was, getting some finances from the government because his dad died. So why are you acting like you're the single mom raising 3 kids under the age of 5? Stop pulling on people's emotions, man. I don't think it's okay.
No, not at all. And neither is using somebody else's medication through the mail, Laura. Stop, girl. Just stop.
Yeah, there's a lot of T's that were crossed and I's that were dotted. And that Saturday night thing that I saw yesterday or this morning, whatever it was that I played it back, I just said, you know what? I'm all for throwing tomatoes and having a little fun. Don't get me wrong. I love it. And I can have fun with the best of them. But let me tell you, going after somebody like, dude, Red, we've known Wog for how many years now? I mean, the dude is obviously on a downward. I mean, why?
Yeah. I mean, why are you going to go in and trigger someone that's drinking? I mean, that's just low.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. She said she made a troll account, went in there, trolled him, triggered him, and then waited a couple of hours and then bragged about it, on a live with an audience of over 100 and something people. I mean, how do you do that? And why would you do that? Just why? I mean, I know how you do it because you're pathetic.
It's a sick individual. That's why. She has a dying channel. I mean,
yeah. And Laura, we're not jealous of you, just so you know, get it straight. We're here in a community. We're allowed to be here. We're allowed to voice our opinions. You're not the only one who can say how you feel about things and then do what you do. Because I'll tell you this right now, sweetheart, we don't do what you do. So we could say what we want to say. I don't know, but you better go to church at night.
church is on fire.
Can't with her. I mean, listen. I'm all for having fun and going and buying, having a good time. But I mean, this I saw that and I just went, what a hypocrite, making a post like that and then dragging that dude. I mean, come on, get over yourself. And that dude dumped you. You didn't break up with him. What was the story on that?
He had found out that she dropped his ex-wife and daughter's pictures in the Facebook chat.
So she did dox him.
On her channel.
So she did dox him then, right? Is that how it went down?
Yeah, she doxed his wife and child in the Facebook chat. Yeah, knows better. That's what Laura does best. She doxes people.
Ross said, my friend Robbie is always trying to get beat. Yeah, Ross. No, that's another. What's his name now? Ross Dog Benny.
To get done. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Ain't none of us that were innocent. I could take accountability for crap that I did. I mean, you gotta take accountability.
Well, and that's why we said before, we've all talked shit without a doubt. It's not there's no big secret in that. So she's like, oh, I'm gonna what are you gonna do? You're gonna go and open up and send people the DMs and things. Oh, big bad Laura. We don't sit here calling CPS, you piece of shit.
I mean, everything she's done is in black and white. She should know that by now. It can all be outed. Except, Janelle and I agreed that we're not going to do that kind of crap.
No, it's just dirty.
Now, these two, yeah, I'm going to show because she keeps saying, oh, I never do that. Never did that.
No, address me and address one of my friends. Yeah, then we're gonna start little by little unraveling your bullshit. How about that? So do yourself a favor and stop addressing my friends. Stop telling people that so and so's a drunk, this and that. Like, just don't do it. Like, I thought you were supposed to be better than that. If you don't like them, don't watch. You're a garbage pail kid, bro. I said it from day one. You are the garbage pail kid.
You stick your big toe in your mouth every time.
Yo, them sandals. Yo, Laura, can you get some sandals that fit your feet though too? I mean, I'm just saying, like, look, your poor inserts. Like, I don't know what's going on there, but that foot, what in the hell is that? Like, oh, I cannot. She is a garbage pail. I'm sorry. I get so angry because I really feel for the people that get doxxed and the business gets put out on the street. I think it's disgusting. She doesn't know how to wear shoes. I mean, feet were like slip and sliding out of those damn things.
Never ending with her, I swear.
Darlene says Laura is just crime. Is just a crime. What? Laura is just crime. She's not just crime. She's the president of Garbage Pail Kids. Serious. This lady's funny. Oh, okay, hold on.
Read Discord. It's in Discord.
Oh, perfect. Zero. I got it. Yes. That sounds like a plan. I think that would be a good idea if she did that. Perfect. Yeah, I like that. Zero. Thank you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Legit. So yeah, I think that's just not what you're gonna do. And sorry, but all bets are off the minute you went after that guy for being a drunk. I mean, really.
Yeah. I agree.
Trash. And I told you he's not one of my favorite people, but I don't hate him either. I really don't. And whatever he chooses to go through in his life, that's what he goes through. I mean, I certainly am not going to go. Listen, you want to troll him, troll him. That says more about you than it says about anything else that's going on around here. After you called CPS and did all the things, letting out people's addresses, collecting all this information. I mean, you are all the troll accounts. I'm 1,000% convinced. What you say, 1,200% matches that. Okay, like you're some CSI investigator said no one ever.
Yeah, she's the worst at it. A Scooby-Doo, she isn't.
Keep thinking of that toe. I can't. Sunnyside said Little Miss Innocent.
Yeah, no.
All right. Well, listen, I'll let you go because I know the family's there and you're doing all the things, but I'm glad that you came up here and told us your story.
We have the AC guys here. Hopefully I'll have some AC tonight.
Yeah. Darlene says the see you next Tuesday lacks empathy. I died. Yeah, no, she totally does. She doesn't care. She has no empathy. I in good conscience just have to say it how it is because at the end of the day, I don't want people to go, "Oh my god, did you see what happened to so and so?" Yeah, I don't feel comfortable filing my nails to that kind of conversation. Sorry.
No, not at all.
So, all right, go ahead, Red. Go do your thing.
Okay,
Thanks so much. All right, love you. I'll see you
Okay,
later.
love you.
Bye. All right, give me a second, guys. All right. So how was that for a little bit of some Red Dragon? Sorry. I had to take my headphones off and then put them back on and I didn't want to lose you guys in the mix of everything. So Sunnyside said her live she did that she put on members only was disgusting and what she said to T. Okay, Sunnyside, let's go there. I didn't want to bring it up, but I will because I always liked her. So Tiffany Marie. She's a nice girl. Let's talk about somebody that has a lot of empathy. Super, super nice girl. Laura, you are. Her son is going through a lot right now, and I'll just leave it at that. And when I say a lot. Laura, what you said about that girl was disgusting and her child, and then you said that she was having her karma for it. I won't forget that either. And I don't think Tiffany will, and I don't think any of her supporters or friends will ever, ever, ever forgive you for what you said to her. That was absolutely disgusting. And you know what? I'm glad that Sunnyside just reminded me because I almost forgot to call that out. And it was very fresh in the beginning. And I was like, you know what? I ain't touching that because it ain't my story to tell. But what it is my story to tell is you off, Laura, because what you did to that girl was gross. And then you deleted your community post after you made it. And then what did you say? You said, well, I'm not like that. Or I was mad or whatever you said. And then you deleted it. Mm-mm. The damage is already done. The minute you do that, the damage is done. Like, you didn't have a friendship with that girl to begin with. She didn't like you, whatever the case was. But you know what? She was your friend a long time ago. And so she's going through hell and back right now. You're not even a thought in her mind. Mark my words, guaranteed. You're not even a thought in her mind. Okay? So, with that being said, as a mother of children yourself, how you could say something like that is beyond me. I don't understand it. I don't know how you get off saying something like that. I think you're absolutely disgusting. And I think that you should humbly do what you need to do to take care of business. And oh, by the way, rewind. No one is stopping you from getting a job. I'm going to say that. That's another thing that I said in Sinner's chat, right? So hang on, guys. Get a job, do what you need to do, and make a life for yourself and your kids that you're raising, right? No, they take care of themselves, but I digress. Get a job. Nobody cares what you do. From the CEO down to the stock boy, I will say it in my whole life with my whole chest. You're not above it. Get a fucking job. How about that? Don't sit there and act like you are above everybody who's working, who has a job, who's paying their way through school, their way through life, their way through things, doing what they need to do, taking care of business. And you sit there and knock them because you were a lawyer, you were a record producer, you were a dancer, you were this, you were that, you were. Laura, you're just like everybody else. Humble yourself, okay? Because at the end of the day, you bleed just like everybody else. And so why would you think why in the world would you even think that we would stop you or care what kind of job you got? So if some person on the internet wants to make fun of you saying that you're working at Home Depot, who cares? I know I don't care if you work. I don't care what you do for work. Go work. Don't work. Go work. I don't care. But don't make people feel less than, worthless, below you, or you said, or you're going to flip hamburgers, or you would never flip hamburgers. Why would you say something like that? I think that is so gross. People like you, and you're very, very small majority, very, very small. For people that say things like that, they're, how do I want to say this? Yeah, she doesn't want to work on Saturdays. Listen, I don't know what her schedule is. I don't know what kind of life she's living. I don't know what she does. And I really don't give a shit. But what I do care about is how you make people feel. And I don't agree with making people feel less than. I really don't. Listen, I can handle a lot and I can go up against you. You hate that about me. You've always hated me. And I really don't care because, like I told you, I'm a real New Yorker. You're not. Because people that were born and come from the city like I do, that take care of business, that do what we need to do for our families, we don't run our mouth and talk shit like you. We don't throw out untruths and things to hurt people. You just don't do it. I don't care where you're from. And especially you going around saying that you're from New York. You don't do that. You don't do that. Darlene says, well, if she's an ex-dancer, go-go stripper, it's an honest living. Listen, it is. It absolutely is. So is the hamburger maker. So is the guy at Home Depot, the girl, anybody who's out there working a job, 2 jobs, 3 jobs, doing what they need to do to take care of business. It's a job. I would never, ever begrudge anybody for what they do in their life. It's your choices. It's what you choose to do in life. That's what you do. Yep, 0. She says, to put others down to make yourself feel better is actually a weakness. You're showing yourself, Laura. Yep. Lab said, put people down for a job, but we'll take their money with no hesitation. Boom. That's a mic drop right there, because that's what she does. She's the person that will stand there, talk to you. She doesn't smile, so she'll stick her hand in your purse while you're talking to her. Like, she's that person in her personality. Do you know what I mean? So it's easy to just say what everybody needs to say, because at the end of the Lab says, right, walking through a store dry begging for her kids Christmas presents. Well, yeah, because you know what? It's almost June. And so, because you have from June, July, August, all the way through December to save for Christmas, but she'll come around in October, November, freaking out that she has no money for Christmas presents for her kids. You mark my words. I guarantee it. So you remember right now that I'm telling you, get that job, get that second job, do what you need to do, and don't make anybody feel less than. And then try to gaslight Janelle and say, Janelle, your post is about because Janelle shared her post being a hypocrite, saying it about the story about the little kid wanting to commit suicide, and then talking about the alcoholic live that she did the other night, which was hella triggering. It was very, very sad, very, very sad. And both things are super, super heavy. But coming from a place like her is not. It's just not where you don't know. Sunnyside said she's like the person on the side of the road. I can't speak. She's like the person on the side of the road holding a sign asking for money, but she's on YouTube. Oh, absolutely. And dropping hints about a steakhouse that she can't afford. Yeah. She had to go to Peter Luger's. Remember that, Laura? I was in that live chat. I sure was. And she told this whole story about how she wanted to take her son out for a steak dinner. And it had to be Peter Luger's in New York City. She couldn't go to Applebee's and have a steak. She had to take her kid to the best of the best of the best for a steak. But she wouldn't pay for it. She wanted one of her subscribers to pay for it. How disgusting is that? And so, of course, there's going to be somebody out there that's going to go, hey, I feel really bad for this lady, because they don't know her history. They don't know her background. They don't know how dangerous she really is. And that's right. I said it. She's dangerous, because she is. And sure as hell, somebody paid for her to go have that steak dinner. And, listen, I'm all for it. People want to do things for kids. And I love that about humanity. I truly do. I love giving people. I love people that are, but why can't you be kind if somebody is going to do something for you? Or if somebody's like, hey, high five. Thank you so much for whatever. Like, I just, I don't know. I couldn't come up. Listen, I'll be like, drop a cash app right now. Hurry up. Like, how do people say it? Like, oh, I would really love to go for a steak, but only if Kitty Q gives me $100 right now. I could never. Like, I don't know. I'm all about working hard and earning it. And I love people that give tips. I truly do. I think it's a great thing. Hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, drop a super chat, do all of the things. I am a big sponsor for all of that. I love people helping in the community. I love it. I love people that pay for content, that will thank somebody for doing something cool. I love it. But dragging an alcoholic and triggering him in the live and under a fake name, like, you want to say something to him, why don't you say it under your whole chest? Say it in your whole name. Go in there and talk all the shit you want in your own name to him. I bet you won't. I bet you won't. How about you give that man the opportunity to respond back to you in your own name? You're a weak ass bitch. Zero says, saying to Wispy, Zero, my friend. Saying to Wispy she hopes her MS eats her from the inside out was vile. MS is an awful diagnosis to have. Laura, you are so... How could you say that to somebody? I don't care if it was your enemy, but you wanted people to come on this platform and feel bad for your stage 1 cancer diagnosis that you had, right? But you want everybody to be so nice to you and give you and give you and feel for you and feel for you and feel for you. But you tell somebody that their cancer and their multiple sclerosis should eat them from the inside out. Are you fucking serious? Do you ever see these kind of people? And that's why I said, say it in your real name, say it in your. No, well, she says it to a lady who lives all the way in Canada. Like, I mean, but why would you even say something like that? Just why? I don't understand. That is so hurtful. And you wonder why people would, God forbid, do something to themselves. Like, why would you do that? Why? You make me sad to had ever been in your presence. You really do. I am so sorry that I ever gave you $1. And I'm so sorry that I was ever a friendly voice for you. Yeah, Sunnyside. She called Janelle an alcoholic. Janelle is a good friend. Janelle is my very good friend. Janelle was her very good friend too. But like Janelle is not going to be, first of all, it's not going to bother Janelle because she's a badass. But I'll tell you right now, Laura, you better buckle up because what you say to people, you're going to get responses. You're not going to like it. And you're not going to like the actions that come with some of these responses either. I'm just saying. A lot of these things that you have said and done to people has been horrific. People are not going to show the side of them where this lady who has MS, who's sitting there and, she may hate you and you may hate her and dislike or whatever but I'm sure deep inside she's like, damn, man, this lady told me today that she hopes that my MS eats from the inside out. How could people be so cruel? Well, there you go. You met her right there. That's who she is. Right, Darlene? Being ugly is not a good look. No, but you know what's hard is exposing this kind of stuff because it makes me really sad and it makes me really just. I don't hate her, but I'll tell you right now, I hate the anger. I don't know what it is, Laura. There's part of me that wants you to seek help. I don't know if I have mercy on you. I don't know if I just feel bad for you. I don't know what it is. I feel something about you. Maybe I worry about you. I don't know. But telling a mother that her child's cancer is her karma and an MS patient for it to eat them from the inside out, for an alcoholic to. Yeah, all for a steak. Kitty Q, all for a steak. Ross, you tagged me. Good. You tagged me. Ross is a good dude. I like him. He's cool people. You got a garbage pail Laura card. Thank you. Drop those. We're going to make them collectibles. Hey, Laura, you think after this live I could get your autograph? Asking for a friend. There she is. What up, Janelle? Good morning, girl. Good to see you. She's got no balls, Dawn Marie, Darlene. No, I know she doesn't. That's why she blocks us. Because she wants to be able to say what she's got to say and in the nasty, vile ways. And so when we all get upset over here, it's like we can't say anything because we're obsessed with her. No, we're in a community. We watch true crime over here. That's what it is. There's millions and millions of people out there, that are watching the Diddy trial, that are watching Karen Reed, that are watching all of these shows, and they just happen to bump into her. Oh, wow, look who it is. Purple people eater. There she goes. Yeah, no, but you want to block us when you have 42 alt accounts, Dr. Salty Motivations. Listen, you tell on yourself, but it's what it is. It's fine. Yeah, it is. It is. Zero. Yeah, sorry. My uncle had it. It was awful watching him deteriorate. Yeah, Zero. It's a terrible disease to have to go through. And then to have somebody that you don't even know, I mean, it shouldn't even matter, right? Because it's just words on the internet. It shouldn't even matter. It's just words. But you're gross to say something like that to somebody. I don't care if you know them, if you don't know them. Like, just, yo, tighten up, son. How about that? I wish a bitch would. Tighten up, Laura. No, Sunnyside, she doesn't know what a friend is because a friend doesn't do this. A friend doesn't say these kind of things. I'm sorry. I just, guys, it's upsetting to me. It really is. And there's just been so many things that, like I said, I don't know if it's just that I pity her or I'm embarrassed for her because she likes to tell everybody that she's embarrassed for them. No. Survey says we're embarrassed of you. And that's just what it is. And it's only because you have said the things that you have said publicly about people. And it is terrible, terrible things to say, man. Darlene says, I have lost many to cancer. I have worked with many cancer patients. It's not pretty. No, Darlene, I have lost a lot of family members to cancer, and it's terrible. And I tell you this, I never met a bitch like Laura who would say that to my face. Cause she, Laura, you're an embarrassment. It's exactly what you are. Don't go around bullying anybody. It's not a good look for you. Yeah, Sunnyside, her mods will find out soon enough, And if they don't know now, they know. Because if it happened, listen, we were all very, very close with her. Don't let her fool you. Don't let her say, oh, this one. We were all very close to her. Red Dragon was the number one. Very, very, very close to her. And for Red to actually get upset and get angry and get upset and then angry, listen, the woman has a lot of experience in life. She's no joke, Red Dragon. And what you're not going to do is you're not going to gaslight her, Laura. Leave that lady alone. Leave everybody alone and stop bullying people with your bullshit. Stop calling people names and saying things. All right, hold on. Yeah, Zero says we all rode hard for her. There's a reason why we all aren't there anymore. People should ask themselves why. We can't all be wrong. Listen, if you can't take my word for it, you can't take anybody's word for it. I'm just saying, and I see yous all. So, and I really want to extend an olive branch out to everybody because there's a better way. I'm telling you right now, Laura, you need to get some help. You truly, truly need to get some help. And I'm saying this with the kindest, most empathetic heart that I have. I wrote something in Sinners Live that night, and then I followed it with respectfully. And there were a couple of people that wanted to mock what I wrote. I know he's not a disrespectful person. I know he's not. And so, a lot of times when you're live, you can misread something. And listen, I know that guy's going through it. And so, Sinner, I extend an olive branch to you, man, because I just want you to, I want you to be successful in this. I think you have a good thing. I just, want you to be forewarned. That's all. I mean, you could tell me, whatever you want. It's fine. I will sleep either way. I just have to tell everybody how, what happened. Red Dragon wanted to tell her story. And Lab says, I'm so embarrassed I was in her Patreon, except for the good friends I made from there. We all knew to leave, that her vileness will never change. Yeah. Lab, don't be embarrassed. We were all there. We were all friends, And so we all kind of sat there in like shock and horror. Like, what is she doing? And I know how some of those people that sit around her right now. I know how they feel. We felt the same way for years. I get it. Any of you guys can message me anytime. You can find me on Discord. You can find Zero Jewels, go in her comment section, send her a message. Message any one of us here. If you feel that you need a place to come and hang out, you're more than welcome to come over here. Listen, years ago, I built a Discord with Pepper in 2020, and I invited Laura to come into my Discord, and it wasn't because I was jealous of her or anything. I again, putting myself last, wanted to create a place for people to come and hang out. And I even invited her because I didn't want to ruin her candle sales back then. And I didn't want to talk about things. And listen, I can have an off-color personality, funny, this, that, whatever, say things and, be respectful and know my time and place and all of the things. And I didn't want to say anything in her Discord to stop her from getting a candle customer at all in her Discord. That's her house, her place, it's her place to chill out. And it was hers. And so quite frankly, I just said, you know what? Let me back out and I'll have, we'll figure out a place to come and hang out with over here. And then this way she could have her whole Discord and, we could still be a part of it. We could still help and support her and we could still do all of the things. But, and so it bothered her. It bothered her. She thought that anybody that left that created a Discord, she thought something was up their sleeve or what, I don't know what, these are just the things that I heard after the fact, and then I was getting messages from people and they were like, hey, I want to, Laura gave us an ultimatum. She said we had to stay here if we were going to leave to go to you. I said, why is she you guys can go wherever you want. Nobody tells anybody to go anywhere. Like, that's ludicrous. Nobody's telling anybody to leave her. And so when I had, back during the pandemic and finances were rough and things, and listen, everybody went through it. And, I needed to tighten up the financials and everything. And so I stopped her Patreon, whatever. And one of her really good friends back in the day, Tyra, told me, why don't you drop it down to $1? She has this Patreon category where they collect money and they donate that money to Ziggy's animal rescue or something. And I was like, wow, you know what? That sounds like a good plan to me. I'd rather my money go to an animal thing. So I did. I dropped down to $1. Well, the minute I dropped down, things got whatever. And lo and behold, boom, Laura kicked me out. So Laura, to end to your comment that you said on your live the other night, you're absolutely right. You kicked me out. But I want people to know you kicked me out because you were not happy in the amount of money that you were making. And so then what happened after that? 7 or 9 Patreon members left after I got kicked out. So the joke was on you. You're a jerk off. And you wound up losing a whole bunch of subscribers and a whole bunch of Patreon members because of money. That's what it was. You weren't happy getting the amount of money that you wanted. You were hustling people in the inboxes. You were asking them for more money. This was a couple years ago, maybe 2.5 years ago. You were asking people for more money because what you were getting wasn't enough. We had people paying $60 and $100 a month for a candle subscription, plus memberships, plus Patreons, plus all the things. You wanted more and more. And what could I get more out of this person? You asked a mother who has you asked a mother who really is struggling when she was going to give you more money. And that's a fact. Oh, Janelle, let me catch up with some of your comments here. Janelle says, 0, she really does need to get out of her house and educate herself on the rest of the world. Yeah, sad. I'm sorry, Janelle, that she said what she said about you the other night. 0 says, there's plenty of things to drag someone for. Don't go for their illnesses or children. It's simple. Exactly right. I mean, it used to be like if you went after somebody's looks, then you lost the fight, which it's still true. It still reigns true. If you go for somebody, you lost the fight. If you can't go for someone's words, then it's what it is. But if you go for somebody's illness or children, you're garbage. Yeah, Sunnyside, you pity her, right? That's what it is. Like I said, I felt sorry. I pity her. Oh, Janelle says she's a friend to no one. She has people who can do shit for her. Yep. Children, in my opinion, should be off limits. Yep, Darlene, exactly right. Kids are innocent. They sure are. And kids have nothing more than their innocence, and you need to protect that when they're young. And I'll reserve the right to hold my opinion on that. Garbage pails are lynched Laura, Lippy Laura, Looming Laura, and Larvae Laura. The more you know. LOL. Kitty Q. Yeah, you've dropped some really good comments here tonight. I'm sorry I missed a couple of them, but you're on point. Sunnyside. My grandmother passed of breast cancer. I'm so sorry, Sunnyside. Yes, I've lost a few family members to cancer. It's very sad. And to tell somebody that you hope it eats them from the inside out, you're fucking nasty. I'm sorry, guys. I am so heated over, like, not so much her, but what she says to people. And like I said, we're not in love with you. Trust me when I listen, you didn't shower for 4 days, and I'm sure that that's a habit of yours. But I'm not in love with anybody that don't shower once a day. So that's a fact. And yeah, you're going to go over there, you're going to make fun of people's disabilities and issues and things that they're having in life. Yeah, no. We're not the same, girl. We're not the same. Janelle says 5 years I invested my time and money into her and her channel. See? That's what I'm saying. People that are here for the true crime, that are here for the community and things like that. We're not just going to go away. Like, it just doesn't happen. You don't get to say that. A lot of us follow a lot of different true crime stories, creators, and things of that nature. And she tells everybody, if you don't like it, don't watch. We can't help it when you're jumping in and out of chats and you're trashing people. Like, why? Capone says, Janelle, she was with Queen Bee for barely a month and hasn't stopped talking about her for 3 years. Oh, but that's okay, Capone, right? She could talk about her for 3 years and make her content every single day for how many years? But people can't say how they really feel about what goes on, you know? Sorry. Yo, what up, Pugs? Good to see you. Pugs in the house. Pug says, hey, peeps, just putting this out. No one is going to care what screenshot CPS may or may not release. Trust this. We have seen it all out of her camp. No one is going to care. Nobody. Laura, drop whatever you want to drop. First of all, you're fake. You're a fake ass. You fake shit. And we know it. And we can all sit here and call you out. You can drop all the DMs, all the messages, all the things, and be that vile person. And we can listen. We got thousands and thousands of things that you've said and done. And this is just the beginning of it. So leave people alone. I just highly suggest you just leave people alone. It's just not a good look. But Janelle says, look, if people still want to fuck with her, it's up to them, but she will fuck you over. Well, and that's why I said sinner, you know, like, protect yourself. If anything, protect your people. Like, you talk a good talk, dude. Like, the least you can do, the least you could do is be cautious of the people that are supporting you and that are enjoying you, that like you, all for just one piece of shit lady and a couple of her friends. I see them in there. I know who they are. Like, yeah. Capone, she dreams of QB's money. Yeah, the only good thing I got from her Patreon were my friends here. Yeah, Zero, it's true. Like I said, a lot of us stayed for the friends. And so if anybody is feeling that way over there, please do me a favor. Zero Jules, drop your link in the chat if you don't mind. Go over to Zero Jules. Just put a heart on her. Just comment to her. She'll find a way to get in touch with you. You know, if you're feeling like you're stuck over there and you can't get out, or you're afraid she's going to dox you, or, you know, you're afraid she's going to do something, just message one of us and we'll help you out. We've all been in that position, and that's just, you know, we're here to help everybody. And yeah, Janelle says, me too. Message me too. Janelle, please drop your link too, please. Janelle is another amazing person in the community that, you know, will give you a hand, help you out. Janelle's email address, I'm sure she has it on her, you know, in her description. Zero, I'm sure she does too. Both of these ladies, you can reach out to both of them. You know, they will keep your messages private. If you say, hey, listen, I'm a little concerned or whatever, just reach out to one of them. Oh, Janelle says she will never stop the drama. There won't be any true crime. What a shame. Well, you never know what the true crime will be for her next. So I don't know what story she'll get into. Some people just like feeling flattered. Right, Kitty Q? It's what it is. The service dog. Yes, that's what it was, Zero. Thank you. It was Ziggy's service dog fund. Which, by the way, Laura, did you donate all of that money to the service dog? Do you still have that dollar Patreon that you say you donate the proceeds to the Ziggy fund? I'm just curious. What up, B Fergs? Good to see you. Yeah, protect your energy, Darlene says. Protect your energy. That's right. Texas girl, you can vouch for me that I don't either. I get told what she said, yet she calls me obsessed. Yeah, true story. We're all obsessed. We're all obsessed stalkers and all of things. No, we're just people that are in the community that just know a little bit too much about her. Listen, people drop videos about her all the time, and it's her own words. It's all of the things that she says. It's nobody's making nothing up. These are the things that she has said to people. The MS thing, eating from the inside out, was terrible. Just like everything else, telling Tiffany Marie that her son's situation was her karma. I mean, how can you say that to somebody? You have 3 kids, bro. Yeah, you guys, sub up to 0, Jules and Janelle. They always will keep it 100. Pug says, Dawn Marie, I have said this since 2015, 2016. CPS is the true crime. Yeah, she sure is. Well, and Pugs, look how she's reigning true with the events over here, with everything that she's done. I mean, from the minute she put that Facebook clip up of the little boy and his mom in the car to, Wog drinking and listen, I said the dude is he's on a situation, and so whatever. Pug said, I never understood that fund Ziggy was legally banned from having pets. What? I did not know that. Wait, there was a Ziggy fund for animals and the lady was banned from having pets? Laura, where's that money? What? She spent all that money on spray paint, Sunnyside. That's right. She took black spray paint and spray painted her Christmas tree, her furniture in her house. Ask, what is the name of that spray paint company? Ask them how far a spray paint can will go. She'll have the answer. Down all 4, sir. Oh. No, Pugs, it is. I laugh it off and I'm happy. It's just that there were a couple of things that she said that I just thought were really worth addressing. And I knew that there were a few people that weren't going to address it. And so for that, I said, all right, well, you know what? I'll be done with work in a little bit. And then Monday, I can look over a couple of things and then we can go live. And then listen, it's off the cuff and it is what it is. I'm going to say how it is. And, luckily enough, I was able to have Red Dragon come and, phone in because StreamYards wasn't working. So I couldn't give the link. So Zero says, we get accused of being troll accounts, yet she self-admitted that she used to troll accounts to troll Glarer and Wog. Interesting. How interesting is that, right? 2 men that she talked so much shit about, too. Whatever. B. Ferg says, someone needs to play the Wog breakup video. It didn't happen how Laura CPS said it happened. No. B. Fergs, and I don't know if you heard it earlier, but Red Dragon came up and, called into my phone. And, sorry. And so she said that Laura had doxed him in a group chat somewhere. And so he then addressed her and said, is it true? Did you dox a picture of my kids and my wife or my ex-wife? and she lied about it. And then I guess they proved and said, well, look, she's lying here. She did it right here. And then she was like, oh, well, I just shared his photo. And, and listen, her friends tried to defend her and said, listen, she's just talking. But no, you doxed a dude that we all hung out with. And I didn't need to know his name. And I don't need to know what his wife and kids look like because I don't give a rat's ass. Right? Nobody cares about that stuff. And yeah, Darlene said it earlier. Doxing is illegal. It is. Zero Jules. That stream that she looked like the 1980s. Oh, with the plastic necklaces. He dumped her. See? Purple Iris, who is Red Dragon in the chat, she just said he dumped her. And Purple Iris was in those chats. Lab says people needed to know that she does look up Patreons and candle buyers and see that there is proof. I would want to know if that was my house she had looked up. Yeah, sure as hell would want to know. Like, I think it's important for consumers. And Kitty Q said it earlier, and I'm sorry, Kitty Q, I passed your message and meant to go back to it. But Kitty Q had said something about like, that she had worked for a company years ago where she was in charge of like major celebrities and things like that. And the like addresses and things you just don't share. Celebrities, regular people, just the customers in general. You are supposed to protect their information. If their information gets out, shouldn't be from you as the person that they're supporting and buying stuff from. Who wants to buy and support things from somebody that is self-righteously, and what did she say? Well, I'm just nosy and I'm looking. Why are you looking people's addresses up? And then what you did was you then shared that address and house photos with your friends. Why would you do that? Like some of the people that were sitting in that group chat were like, what the I mean, sure, people are going to want to see it. So they're like, yeah, whatever. Like, most people are busy. So they don't have time to, but at the same time, like the fact that she felt comfortable enough to be like, oh, hey, yo, so it's Tuesday, 2:00 in the afternoon. By the way, P.S., look, this is so-and-so's house. Why? Why are you doing that? You did it to a lady. You did it to Just Angel a long time ago where you lied and lied and lied, right? And now, so how are people going to say whether they believe you or they don't believe you? Like, lady's telling a story that she lives in a mansion and all of it. Like, listen, I don't hate the lady. She told some funny ass stories. I haven't seen her in forever. But Laura, I have to I have to now think about like that situation. And like somebody put out information. Who do we think did it? Laura, like who do we think did it? I mean, she did get a candle. So it made perfect sense. Listen, when all arrows point and lead to that, that's what it is. Beefberg said, hello, Starlight has the video on her channel. Oh, perfect. Okay, so if you guys want to drop Starlight's video or channel, whatever here, go ahead. Zero, please bring Clipper back. Why? Where'd Clipper go? We want Clipper. Oh, and that's another thing. Laura, stop blaming my friends over here for being your shit ass fake those channels or whatever. Like Perplex #1 fan ain't Red Dragon. It's certainly not Tyra. Those don't come on. That is somebody that you don't even know out in far Neverland that is making fun of you somewhere. That's who that is. That ain't these ladies. They got enough proof to sink that battleship. Like they don't need to be making channels about you. All right, let's read a couple more chats, and then let's see. All right, let me see here. Pug said she got mine all wrong, like miles wrong. Well, it's Please, if you got enough time to spend on here and not entertain the people and say things, and you're a content creator, you got 20,000 subscribers. You're like, I got 22,000 subscribers. Well, I'm just curious. With content like that, dragging a drunk man on a Saturday night, you have 22,000 subscribers? Said nobody ever. Girl, stop it. I'm gonna clip it, Dawn Marie. We need some member berries. All right, perfect. Zero. Clip that. Clip that. Sunnyside. My favorite was Ballet Babes reading out her block list of troll accounts. Yo, the lady was wild, man. Talk about somebody that really didn't like Laura. Laura kicked her out, or whatever happened. I don't know. Listen, I ain't going down that rabbit hole crazy, but that was wild, man. No, that lady even made me a video. I was like, hey, take it easy over there. What are you doing? I see you, girl. Don't make video of me. But whatever. Live your best life. I laughed so hard. She sent the pics to Molly. Literally 7 minutes later, Molly called me to show me. Pugs, no way. Get out. See? See how they are? Zero, mine too. And blue trolling SG. Oh, you guys are funny. All right. Well, listen, guys, it is 7:47 p.m. on Monday, May 19th. I want to thank you guys all for coming out, hanging out, listening to Some of the Truth, coming over here, listening to some of my friends drop some shit, and just keeping it 100 with everybody. So, listen, peace, love, peace out.
Yeah. Shine for the moment of chop. We all line alive with the culprits, or y'all doing this. The sea devil, the rhyme storming.
From Brooklyn, New York, Dawn Marie in the house. Crew deep, no doubt. Gangsters, queens, and hustlers, we hold it down. Brooklyn born, Brooklyn bound.
Capone, Red Dragon, Janelle, Holden, Sway, Lindsay, Melissa, Teresa, Light the Way, Black Rose, Gianna, Melanie, Lab 15. Keeping it real, Anastasia, Mandy Bell, skills reveal. Pepper runs the show, no time for the week. Zero Jules in Texas, girl, they speak. Monkey Mama, Tinker, Sunnyside, Rel, drop facts. It's the Brooklyn Crow.
We from Brooklyn, where dreams are made of steel. Tough love, loyalty, that's how we feel. From the streets to the heights we climb. Dawn Marie's crew, one step at a time. Diane, Kitty Cool, Lexi Beamer 2, Darren and LaDonna, the whole damn crew. Duty, Ron and Ed, keep it safe, no room for fear. Joey Brooklyn guards the line, that's crystal clear. I ain't no cop, I'm just a kid from the block. Here to hang out, keeping the clock. Order in the court, that's our plea. Stay safe, wash your face, trust in me. Be kind, help your neighbors, show some love. Dawn Marie's crew sent from above. Brooklyn, stand up, let the world know we here to stay. Brooklyn, we from Brooklyn, where dreams are made of steel. Tough love, loyalty, that's how we feel. From the streets to the heights we climb. Dawn Marie's crew, one step at a time. Diane, Kitty Cool, Lexi Beamer 2, Darren and LaDonna, the whole damn crew. Duty, Ron and Ed, keep it safe, no room for fear. Joey Brooklyn guards the line, that's crystal clear.
Yeah. Shine for the moment of chop. We all line alive with the culprits, or y'all doing this. The sea devil, the rhyme storming.
From Brooklyn, New York, Dawn Marie in the house. Crew deep, no doubt. Gangsters, queens, and hustlers, we hold it down. Brooklyn born, Brooklyn bound.
Capone, Red Dragon, Janelle, Holden, Sway, Lindsay, Melissa, Teresa, Light the Way, Black Rose, Gianna, Melanie, Lab 15. Keeping it real, Anastasia, Mandy Bell, skills reveal. Pepper runs the show, no time for the weak. Zero Jules in Texas, girl, they speak. Monkey Mama, Tinker, Sunnyside, Rel, drop facts. It's the Brooklyn Crow.
We from Brooklyn, where dreams are made of steel. Tough love, loyalty, that's how we feel. From the streets to the heights we climb. Dawn Marie's crew, one step at a time. Diane, Kitty Cool, Lexi Beamer 2, Darren and LaDonna, the whole damn crew. Duty, Ron and Ed, keep it
it safe, no room for fear. Joey Brooklyn guards the line, that's crystal clear. I ain't no cop, I'm just a kid from the block, here to hang out, keeping the clock. Order in the court, that's our plea. Stay safe, wash your face, trust in me. Be kind, help your neighbors, show some love. Don Marie's crew sent from above. Brooklyn, stand up, let the world know we here to stay. We from Brooklyn, where dreams are made of steel. Tough love, loyalty, that's how we feel. From the streets to the heights we climb. Don Marie's crew, one step at a time. Diane, Kitty Cool, Lexi Beamer too. Darren and LaDonna, the whole damn crew. Duty, Ron and Ed, keep it safe, no room for fear. Joey Brooklyn guards the line, that's crystal clear.